Hi everyone, so I've got 3 of these phones completely free. I did not pay anything for them. Now, do they work? This is what this video is going to show. Now let's start with the Nokia 216. Now obviously it does work. I showed this yesterday and yeah, it does work. Perfectly fine. And there's something about this phone that I wanted to show you. So, if I turn down the exposure so you can see the screen better. This phone was made in January 2017. January 2017. I had gotten this Nokia X2 in August of 2016. Which was when I started collecting phones, and this was the first in my collection. And this phone wasn't even made at the time. That's really crazy to think. And also, January 2017 was also the same month that Extra Credits started their CVs on Catherine the Great, which those videos changed my life forever. Yes, they started on the January 2017. So for that reason alone, I'm grateful to have this phone. It's crazy though. It wasn't even made when I had gotten this Nokia X2. It's hard to think. So yeah, next phone is the Sony Ericsson G502, and yes, this one also works perfectly fine. As you can see. Now, when I first got this phone, I assumed that it was not working. But then I realised that you don't press the power button to turn it on or off. You use the C key to turn it on or off. So, after I figured that out, this phone does work. It turned on and it's working now, which is nice. As you can see, I'll be making more videos on this phone very soon. So this is a Sony Ericsson G502 and it works. Now, oh, and by the way, the G502 is locked to Hutchison 3G, so that was a bit of a problem. Now, this Sony Ericsson this Sony Ericsson T715 does not work. And let me explain. So, let's try turning it on. It's not turning on, so I plugged it into charge. Let me try plugging it into charge. And then turn it on. Oh wait, I assumed it was dead because I plugged it into charge and it wasn't charging. But then I had if I can remove the back cover. And then I got this Sony Ericsson K810. Take the battery out of this and put the battery that was in the T715, and then plug it in and try charging it. It is plugged in. Now as you can see, it's not working. Now, this battery, whatever it is not working. If I can get this off. So I assumed the phone was dead because obviously I plugged it into charger and it wasn't doing anything, and I plugged a battery into the other phone, the K810, and it didn't do anything. So, but then I thought of something. I should try using the battery in the Sony Ericsson W505. So here's a battery that's in the Sony Ericsson W505. And this phone is locked to 3 again, so I will need to power this off. Yeah, both of these Sony Ericsson phones are locked to 3, unfortunately. I didn't handpick these phones, but it is what it is. I got these 3 at a lot for free. So let's get this 3 SIM card. And then I chose, and then if I can insert it, and then this is a battery that was in the Sony Ericsson W505. Now I have fully charged it, so when I did that and turned it on. Watch what happens if I turn it on. So, it turns on. Now, immediately as I start using this phone, it's malfunctioning, as you can see. You can already see it malfunctioning. And as you can see, hopefully you could see. And so, as you can see, the speaker was not working. And then, so the speaker on this phone does not work. So, if I'm unable to make a ringtones video of this phone, unfortunately. Even if it was working. But as you can see, it's restarting. And it's just going to keep restarting like this. See, it's malfunctioning if I try and use it. And then 3 favourites pop up. And then it restarts itself. I didn't even press anything. And it just keeps boot looping. So, whatever the problem is, this phone does not work, unlike the other 2 phones. These 2 phones do work, but this Sony Ericsson T715 does not work. It doesn't. It's actually kind of sad, really, because this is the phone I was most anticipated about. You can already see it malfunctioning. And then it restarted again. So this phone will keep doing that. So I don't know what the problem is, but this phone is broken. And it'll keep restarting itself until I remove the battery. So yeah, whatever the problem with this phone is, it's broken, pretty much. Thankfully this phone does work, Sony Ericsson G502. And this Nokia 216. So, these two phones work, but this phone, the Sony Ericsson T715, does not work. And even if it didn't boot loop, the speaker is broken, as you saw earlier in this video. So this phone has a lot of issues, as you can tell. So whatever the problem is, this phone is broken. The battery that came with it is broken already. So with this battery being broken and the phone itself being broken, I don't know what the issue is. So here's the result. So this phone, the Sony Ericsson G502, it's in really horrible condition. The Sony Ericsson logo on the back is like falling off repeatedly. It's not doing that in this video. And it's in horrible condition, as you can see with the keypad there. And there's some like gunk on the front fascia, as you can see over there and there. So it's in bad shape, but it does work. So, well, the results. These two phones work. This phone doesn't work. Thanks for watching.